jump into the draft, we record the game, and this is going to be a Battlefield of Eternity map, and we have the newcomers or the I don't remember the newcomers or the water dragons. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be the water dragons on the left, on the blue side. Okay, so we changed the sides. Okay, this is good. And the blue team of the water dragons. So, first ban, first pick for the newcomers. Since the water dragon choose the map, they choose the Battlefield of Eternity, and the newcomers have the first ban, of course. What will they choose to remove from the game? Maybe something like Hanzo or Genji, since that they should start off with something like Greyman. Okay, they choose to ban Hanzo, of course. He's way too good, like we said in the last game. Just too much damage, decent mobility, good poke. He's just pick a ban, actually. So yeah. And the water dragons, they should probably remove something like Greyman, which the newcomers will take if possible, since he's the best assassin. For now, he has the probably best damage for the race. Okay, they choose to remove Genji, so the newcomers might start off with something like Greyman. Alright, this is done. And the water dragons have the possibility to pick something like ETC, which is really good against Greyman. And they choose to go for Vala, maybe Vala Oriel. Okay, so they go for Vala Tyrell. Tyrion can go really aggressive against the Greyman. Now that the 16 talent has been dropped to the 13 talent, he will have way more value out of his talents, and way earlier than he would have before, since that the 16th talent is now down to 13, and they choose to go for ETC Liming. We already seen a composition with Liming and Greyman. I don't know if you guys remember it. There was 2 games before with the Black Clover, and they just crushed their enemies with that combination. So we'll see what the Water Dragon have in mind. They should remove something like Lucio, but this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough for them, because if they remove something like Lucio and they get Oriel removed, they will have to go with something like Rega. Okay, they choose to ban out Uther. The newcomers might take down something like Oriel, maybe. The Oriel Vala combo might be difficult to handle for them, because they choose to go really aggressive with one power slide from ETC and a combo from Liming Greyman that takes down one of the enemy team. And if the focus gets ulted by Oriel, the whole combos is ruined for the newcomers. So they will have to be really focused. They choose to remove Arthas, because, like we said, Arthas is a great counter to Greyman. Yes, they choose to remove Arthas from the game. This might be a good a good ban, but I'm not really sure that the Water Dragons would have go for Arthas in this situation. They probably could go for Oriel, but they choose to go for Junkrat and Brightwing. Alright. Brightwing for the sheep onto Greymane or ETC, my guess is, with the Whirlwind, which would be good against also ETC and Greymane. They choose to go for a long range team with some heavy poke to counter a really dive-in composition from the newcomers. So as a solo laner, since Tyrael should be in the bot lane with Vala, Brightwing and Junkrat, as a solo laner, what will they choose? Something like I don't know. I might go for something like Lyric. No. Not much value out of it. What will they choose? Okay, they go for Sonya and Karazim. Of course, we've already seen that kind of combos, that kind of composition. Greymane, Liming, and Karazim jumps onto one and just instant kill him. Though that's why Brightwing, in my opinion, is not the best healer for the Water Dragons, since he has no instant protection onto one of the team. Oriel would have done a way better job because Brightwing now has to be really focused into the game, because when a fight breaks down, he will have to ult instantly in order to save his mates. And if he takes one CC, then it's just over for the Water Dragons. Okay, so they choose to go for Tyrael as a solo laner and Johanna as a primary tank. This is a good solution because Johanna will slow them, will group them, and behind the Junkrat and Vala will have to do all the work. Tyrael might even play a Sanctification to make Vala and Junkrat really, how could I say it? They would not have to move to deal damage. So yeah, the Sanctification would be a good idea there for Tyrael. But he also could play Judgment to lock someone like Greymane and take him down with Junkrat and Vala. We'll see. We'll see what they have in mind. Just zoom out the camera. Okay, there's a pause at the start of the game. Good luck, have fun, everybody. Fast bathroom. Okay, so everybody is in the game. I really don't see how the Water Dragons will stop this machine, because we could call it a machine. Like, the newcomers look like so hungry, so fast in every timing of the game. I mean, in early, the power slide from ETC will do so much damage, and once they hit the 10, I mean, the Water Dragons have some tools to break them down, but I really don't see how this is going to happen. I might get wrong. They're already changed positions from the top and the bot lane. They switched, so they sent Sonya as a solo bot laner, facing off Brightwing, Vala, Junkrat, and Johanna for the Water Dragons, and they sent Jufda on Tyrell as a solo top laner, but the newcomers have already... Oh, this is a trap for the newcomers. It's a trap! Like you would have heard in... oh, is he going to die? The Q makes him barely dodge. So they try to take Tyrell down, and they are going to take really fast this, but the water dragons already have taken down one turret, the wall, and the second turret is down as well. The newcomers have on their side 2, but they are going to be a little late. The push potential of the water dragons with Vala and Junkrat is ridiculous, in my opinion, compared to the newcomers, even though they have to back out for the moment. But they take the fort down at with 1 second of interval. I don't know. Well, now they'll have to just back off, maybe do the camps there. The newcomers have already started it on the top lane when the Karazim is just scooting, but they know that they have to do the same as their opponents on the top lane. And they are already doing the camp here, maybe to go there as quick as possible and annoy them, but they aren't going to be fast enough. Okay, so they let one live, and the newcomers haven't taken the camp yet. Brightwing is going to pay it to secure it, but oh, ETC is in trouble. He's alone in the enemy team. He gets power slided out, but that was really, really dangerous for him. I shall purge your evil from this land, demon. They will have so much trouble to get through the Johanna though, and in race the newcomers should be better than the water dragon with Greyman and Karazim. I must find another way. Even though the water dragons have Johanna to blind them, Tyrell, Johanna and Brightwing doesn't really do much damages compared to Karazim and Sonya, but there's a fight breaking down and Tyrell is in difficulties. Wit gets ship and gets the first blood for Vala. Wonderful for the water dragons, but they have lost the immortals. Like we said, the newcomers have a way better race with Karazim and Greyman compared to Brightwing and Tyrell. But this is not a big loss for the water dragons since he doesn't have any shield. They have to be careful though because of the and ETC. He power slide out. I was really close for him. They have to be careful of the trap that Junkrat could bring. Oh, and they don't have any fort to defend. Okay, they will take the camp really fast. Even though they come, they have the knowledge. Oh, and they know that Johanna is there. She pops the shield. That was close. That was really close. Junkrat will start to be really annoying for them as he pokes so much. Oh, they have to be careful though. Greyman gets slowed by Tyrell, but he gets off. They rotate on top lane. They have to do the comp. They have to do the siege comp really quickly if they don't want the Water Dragons to do it before they do. But the Water Dragons choose to go on the bot lane and siege off this this keep, or at least the walls and the turret out of it. They get one turret. They get one turret. The Immortals are spawning in a few seconds, but they have to back off. They know that they're all coming. Oh, they have to be careful. The race of the newcomers is clearly way better than the Water Dragons, and they have to defend. It's already almost half-life in a few seconds, so they have to defend it. Vala is going for a Q build, of course, on the Immortal. The Berserker gets popped. Really, the race of the newcomers is so much better than the Water Dragons. Oh, and now it is to the advantage. Thank you, Balmayan24, for the follow. Thank you, mate. They have to defend, but the Water Dragons have a bit of advantage on the experience. They sent Vala on their Immortals to deal so much damage. Oh, and he gets stunned. ETC gets stunned. Might he go down? They have to rush. They have to rush the power slide onto Tyrell. Will he get down? He's blind, and Vala is going to. Oh, so barely, but everybody gets taken down on the newcomer side. 3-0. Even though they got the Immortals, they get 3 kills out of it with almost 1 level advantage on the side of the Water Dragons. So they have their ults to defend it, which will be unnecessary, but they still do. This is going to be tough for the newcomers. They have the race, but they are a little behind when it comes off to fight at 5v5. They have to soak the 10 and get the. Oh, they already do. So now they can face off each other with all the ultimates up. Okay, so Greyman goes for the throat, the leap for Sonya, and the sanctification for Tyrell, since that Vala has the Straff. Oh, and the post light from ETC. Everybody jumps on to Tyrell, but he pops the sanctification and Brightwing. The tire gets ETC down, and Vala gets the kill. That was really well played by the Water Dragons. The newcomers had their strategy well placed in mind, but the Water Dragons were really focused and really reactive on it. That's what we said. We said that the newcomers has the possibility to kill one of the Water Dragons really quick, but if it doesn't happen, well, then the fight is just lost for the newcomers, since they don't have any follow-up after the leap, after everything they can throw. Oh, and he jumps onto Junkrat. Liming gets the first reset. Will she try to get another one? Was really well played by Hulk, jumping over the wall onto Junkrat to get the kill and secure. Oh, Tyrell. Everybody's blinded on the newcomer's side. They have to be careful. ETC so low, and he gets sheep and he gets down. Karazim is so low as well. Will he get down? Will he die? No, he has the 7th strike. Bug gets sheep and gets killed. Really well played by the Water Dragons. And now, of course, with one down, they just can't defend it. And the Water Dragons will slowly but surely take this Immortal down. Is he going to... Yeah, he's going to the top because the fort on the top lane is still up. An Immortal with almost half a shield. That's really important for the Water Dragons. The Immortals is really going to be strong, and now they have the 13, so Tyrell has the potential to isolate one of the newcomers member, even though if they have a lot of dash out possibility with you know, Greyman, Liming, Sonya, Karazim and stuff, but this is going to be important for them. Okay, now you see it. Junkrat, oh, the stun onto Vala, but nothing to follow up. Oh, and Tyrell is trying to isolate someone. The tire from Junkrat. The leap, wonderful, onto Vala, and she gets down. Oh, Tyrell suicide himself. The Whirlwind will yes, the Whirlwind saves him for the time being, but they will not chase furthermore. The Water Dragons have to back off, and the newcomers might defend this and take this camp on bot lane, the siege camp. Really important for them. They have to take this fort down too. Okay, they have no knowledge. Everybody's on the top lane. And the siege camp will go straight and directly to the keep, since he doesn't have any walls or turrets to protect him. This is really well played by the Water Dragons. Will they go directly to the T2, to the keep? Yes, no, they can't. They just can't for the moment. Okay, Sonya is coming to the side, trying to flank them, but backs out. Oh, Sonya has to be careful. ETC is in the middle of the enemy team. Okay, they start the Bruiser camp. And the Immortals, they have to defend it. The newcomers have to defend it. They are 16 against 14. And the leap onto Tyrell. He gets down. Yes, he is down. But in the meantime, Greyman was taken down by Vala. And the Water Dragons have brought their Immortals half-life. This is going to be hard for the newcomers. Really hard. They have the position, they have the damages, and the Water Dragons, they're clearly... Oh, the spear onto Vala, but the wonderful Whirlwind from Brightwing saves her. This was really well played by the newcomers, but Brightwing was really focused on this one. Like I said, Brightwing has to react immediately when there's a dive in from the newcomers, which she did, and saved the life of her assassin. Oh, nice. Will she get down the tire onto Karazin? He gets sheep. Oh, will he survive? Yes, barely makes it out. And they just can't fight this. He's stunned. Will get down. Yes, Tyrell gets down. But the Immortals go. The Immortal goes for the Water Dragons once again. The newcomers had the upper hand on into the early game, but the more we advance into the game, the more the Water Dragons have. And there's a flank possibility from the newcomers, but they decide to back out and defend this Immortal to get the keep up. Will this be enough? I don't think it will. Yes, 2 again. Yes, just enough. Takes it down. But they chase now because they know that Tyrell isn't up, and the Whirlwind from Brightwing saves his mate's life. They now have 2 keep down against the 0 on the Water Dragon side. They have a full level and a half in experience. So this is going to be really hard from the newcomers. They are trying to set a perfect jump in, and this is going to be beautiful. Nice mosh pit from ETC, but Tyrell gets down as well as Junkrat. This was perfectly executed from the newcomers, and they take 2 kills out of it, and they might just take, yes, they do, they take this fort, but they have to send Sonya on the top lane to defend this, because the catapult are doing so much damage on the core. You can't let them near the core, and she is going, as soon as she takes this wave cleared, she is going to take the siege comp. They have to be careful. They have to be really careful, because now the newcomers have the upper hand. Even though they have 2 keep down, they fought really well the last fight. A perfect execution of their combo with Tyrell, Sonya, Liming, and Greyman. They have the race. They have to race, but they don't have the mosh pit from ETC, which is in cooldown for another 30 seconds. And they jump onto Tyrell, but he gets out. And the tire from Junkrat doesn't do any damage. The Sanctification totally wasted on the side of the Water Dragons. They now have to back off. Tyrell is in so much trouble. He gets stunned, jumped on by Greyman, and Liming gets the kill, gets the reset. Will she get another one? No, they have to back off. They have to race. The Water Dragons have to back off. They just can't defend this one, because ETC has the mosh pit. One good mosh pit. If he has the possibility, will he get it? No, but they get 1 kill onto Junkrat, and the spear onto Vala gets so much damage. She gets down as Brightwing gets down too, brought down by Liming, who gets all the resets. That was really well executed by the newcomers. The Water Dragons had to back off. They had to leave. They were 4 versus 5. ETC had the mosh pit. They had the pressure. They just had to back off. And now, even though the core is under attack by some catapult, which are not taking any damage out of it, because he has the shield. Yet they send Karazim to defend it. And now they are going to have an Immortal with a half of a shield. Really well played by the Water Dragons. Really well played. They will surely get a keep out of it, even though the wall and the turret are totally intact. They have the 20. The newcomers have the 20. ETC chose for the blink, for the flash, for an instant mosh pit onto the enemy team. If he has a good possibility, he will certainly take it, and will the water dragons fall behind it. Oh, the leap onto Tyrell, but he backs out the tire for Junkrat, but not much damage out of it. Nice power slide from ETC onto Junkrat, but he is safe. The stun from Johanna, and the newcomers have to back off, as the water dragons will certainly get the 20 out of this wave. Here you go. Oh, is Tyrell going to survive? Right wing jumps on him, but he gets down, and Karazim pops his ultimate. ETC is going to mosh pit, and Vala gets taken down as well. Johanna will die too, and this is going to be the game for the newcomers. They will take down the 4, they have taken down the 4, they will take down the keep, they will take down the core, and this is going to be a win for the newcomers, who gets the water dragon down. This was a really nice game. Oh, the leap onto Bright Wing, and they get the kill. The tire onto Junkrat, he gets 2 kills as well, but the newcomers will have the core and will have the game, even though Junkrat is trying all he can to defend, but he can't do much against versus Sonia, Liming and ETC. Tyrell is coming, but this will not change the fate of the Water Dragons. The newcomers have won the game. GG.